important for a woman. I am passionate about women because I am a woman. Respect and love for men, I love my spouse. But I really love women, I love myself, I love women because I'm a woman. And I can relate to the struggles of a woman in the marketplace. You forget yourself because you're trying to fulfill so many roles. So the discussion point I raised about never forget yourself, I'm announcing to the public, I'm about to turn 50, but it's all good. And you just start getting the realization, do you really know who you are and what God has called you to be? And are you living it? Yeah. Yes. So the critical thing for any female, because our parents didn't know to tell us this, that I wasn't born to be an employee. I'm not. Business is somebody else's dream. It's not my dream. I'm just serving that dream at a price, okay? And they'll give me value. I'm married, but being married, my husband doesn't define me, and he never can fulfill me. My fulfillment comes from understanding what God has called me to be. Bear with me, I'm a very spiritual being. Ephesians 2:10. He's created me to be a good work unto him. I need to understand what that is. And God is such a generous God because when he says you're created to good works, it's not just to the glory of his name, but it is also to fulfill me. Marriage, employment can never fulfill you as a human being or as a woman. You need more. Children are there for a season. When they're small, they depend on you, and you get deceived into thinking they are your world. But slowly, by the time they start reaching the age of 10, you tell them to do something, they say no. You quickly realize that this is an independent person and they've got their own destiny and path. So I'm almost reaching 50. I can clearly see that all my kids, they are so hungry to be free of us and to be free of the home. They exit because it's time, like children. I mean, sometimes even husbands exit, unfortunately.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, they do, emotionally or even physically. But whatever the case may be, what will ground me and fulfill me and what I will fight for is my purpose. To empower a woman to survive in the marketplace. That's me. And my survival strategy for a woman, because I've been there. The way I look at my stuff, some may think it's an imposition. I can discern this girl is so skilled. She's confused at home. It is very important for a woman from the day she has any sense of self to ask God, her source, why do I live? I pick something from a writer who I read about, Simon Sinek, who reached a place in the marketplace. He just couldn't stand going back to work another day. He just had enough. And the reason was that he was living somebody else's dream. You know, he's living somebody else's dream. And he said, I'm not fulfilled. Then the big question starts, which is, why do I exist? A lot of us identify and authenticate with the what. Yes. They ask me who I am. I'll immediately tell you, oh, I do customer experience. I've been in the service industry for 20 years. That is what I do. That is not who I am. Ask me who I am. I've come to discover I am that woman who is so passionate about seeing other women become. And I want them to become 360. Whether she's a woman at home as a mother, a wife, firstly, before God, is she doing what she's called to be a good work before God? Because God matters to me. For me, the marketplace in the absence of God will never make sense, and it never has. I walk with God. When I am looking for jobs, I don't apply. I pray to God. I consult with mentors. I consult with my husband.